Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Nadine Ruwa here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to grow your natural hair under wigs. Now, I am a natural hair girly. I wear my natural hair out 90% of the time, but recently I'm on a length retention journey to grow my hair expeditiously, and wigs have consistently and always been my go-to style to grow my hair. I had a big chop after I experienced extreme breakage from getting a sew-in. So if you guys haven't watched that story time and tips and tricks on how to make that not happen to you. But the good thing is, because I had that major setback, I was like, how am I going to grow my hair absolutely ASAP in order for me to retain the length that I want to retain? Like, I just need to put my hair away for a sec. When I was transitioning from relaxed to natural hair, I managed to grow my hair by using wigs. So I'm not new to this, I am true to this, and I'm a firm believer that wigs can be really protective if you do them the right way. They can really help for you to grow your natural hair. The first thing that I want to mention is that everybody's hair grows, okay? For the most part, your hair, no matter what you do to it, is going to grow from your scalp. But a lot of people's problem is actually the length retention, and that comes from how they're actually taking care of their hair in the protective style. This is going to be a two-part video, where in part one I'm going to give you the tips to make sure that the basis of your hair is protective, and in part two we're going to be talking routines, techniques, products that are going to help you take that next S-curve in your hair growth journey. So without me rambling on, guys, let's get into the video. So I wanted to touch on that. So my main protective style that I am doing right now, this is not a sew-in. This is a U-part wig. Part wigs are my go-to protective style right now. The reason being is because you can literally take it off, wash your hair, cornrows, which I wasn't able to do efficiently when I had a sew-in. Essentially, under your U-part wig, you want to have your cornrows, okay? My biggest failure as a black woman is that I can't cornrow my own hair. So that's tip number one. Make sure that you have got a nice low tension hairstyle underneath your protective style, or make sure that your go-to hairstyle is also low tension if you're wearing your natural hair out. So for example, don't be going crazy with too many ponytails, high or low. Next tip is, don't keep your cornrows in for months at a time, okay? Do not keep your cornrows in for 2, 3, 4, 5. I've seen 6-month cornrow takedowns, okay? You know, sometimes people say like, oh, this is a safe space. This is not a safe space for that. My rule of thumb for cornrows, 2 to 4 weeks at a push. Take them out, take them down, do a full wash day, good deep conditioner, redo your cornrows, okay, for the sake and the health of your hair and your scalp. The next thing you want to make sure that you are doing is washing your hair weekly when you have your cornrows in. You can keep your cornrows in for like 2, 3, 4 weeks, but make sure you are also washing your cornrows and cleansing your scalp. What actually makes a protective style protective is being able to access your scalp and your hair and still nourish and take care of it whilst your protective style is in. And that's also one of the reasons why I prefer doing U-part wigs as opposed to sew-ins, because you can take this off and can access your hair, easy access, and do what you need to do in order to maintain its health. And it's been a night and day difference in terms of the health and hair growth of my hair, which also leads me to my next tip, which is, if you are using wigs as your go-to protective style, this one might offend some people, but you can't be wearing frontals back to back. Show me somebody who has managed to keep their edges wearing frontals back to back to back, and I'll show you a liar. People like to act like frontals do not snatch your edges, but they do. They absolutely, and I can see that frontals are snatching people's edges. And I think the scary thing is, now we're getting to that age where I feel like when people have been doing this for years back to back, let's say 5 to 10 years straight, right, back to back, and people are genuinely starting to lose their hairlines for good, as in having to get transplants to grow their hairline back, because these back to back frontal hairstyles, doing the bold cap, the alcohol, the the ghost bond, the ebon, whatever it is that people are using, are literally snatching people's hairlines off. If you are choosing a wig style, find a healthier style of wig. And it doesn't need to be a U-part. Not everybody is in a position to do a U-part. Could be a headband wig, could be a half wig, it could be, what else is there? It could be a closure instead of a frontal. Just something that you know is not going to completely snatch your entire hair. And that's not to say don't wear frontals ever, but if that's your main go-to wig style, that's not protective. The next tip that I have, and I think I kind of touched on this as a little bit, is when you are doing your cornrows underneath, try, if you can get away with it, to only use your natural hair. So don't mix braiding hair in with your cornrows underneath. I get that sometimes when you add braiding hair, the cornrows last a little bit longer and they grip a bit tighter. But honestly, like I said earlier, you should not be keeping your cornrows in for months at a time anyway. So like, it doesn't matter if they only last 2 to 4 weeks, it's fine, because you're going to take them out soon anyway. That is pretty much it for part 1 of how to grow your natural hair under wigs, and making sure that we've got the basics and the foundations right of how to actually make sure that the protective style that you are protective styling is actually protective. It's techniques to make sure that you take that next level S-curve in your hair growth journey whilst you are protective styling. In the next video, we're going to be touching on product routines whilst you are protective styling.